Okay, right. In the next one is, guys, here, suppose one more example. If you see here in this example, observe what I am going to do. I'm performing some grouping class here. Okay, like you see. So create view, the view number 7, and I'm showing as, suppose I'm writing my query, select, for example, department number, sum of salary. Okay, the sum of salary is nothing but what I said, aggregative function. It's nothing but grouping function. So grouping function I'm using here. Okay. So, and from EMP table, which class? Group by class on which column? Department number. So in this case, carefully observe, we are using one grouping function or aggregative function and also group by class. So, but here the point is observed. I'm using function and group by. But whenever you want to create a view on group by class, that means by using group by class or else by using aggregative function, still the view is called as a complex view. So the point I said here. So the point is said. So by using what? Aggregative function. Yes or no? So grouping function. If you created your view based on aggregative function, then it is called as a complex. And what I am using? Group by also I'm using. So it is also called a complex. Okay, now? So I said any one of this, if you use, then we called as a complex views we called. Okay. Now let me see. Here too I'm using function and group by. Okay. But point is observed. So whenever we are using functions in my view at the time of view creation, suppose if you applied functions, compulsory on this function column, compulsory we should create some aliases. If you are not created aliases on this function column, let me see what it was happened to executor. It was showing error. And what is error? Must name this expression with column alias. Which expression? Can you see the star? Here I'm using star symbol. Okay. So here, this is the problem. So now just wait. Okay, now, so the problem is here. So this is my function and function column. So when you can't directly use function column at the time of view creation. So when you use function, compulsory, what should we give? Column alias name. Okay, so must name this expression with the column alias. Then only the view will be created. Otherwise, not created. Okay, let me see how I'm going to create it again. So create view number 7. Okay, as, and now select DPT number, and I said sum of sal. Okay, and now I function here. What is my alias name? Suppose a total sal. Okay, so otherwise not total sal, sum of sal. Sum sal is alias, okay, from EMP group by of department number. So here, which name are you given that on this name your operational data will save? Okay, now you can see it was showing like this. The view is created, and how this sum of salary information showing here, showing with the sum sal. Okay, let me come out and see this. Select a star from view number 7 and execute. Now see, so how it was showing the sum of sal here, sum sal. Okay, it was showing sum sal. So what is the alias name I was given here? So that was showing sum sal. Okay, but here you can see it was showing here what now? So nulls. Maybe my table is having some nulls. Yesterday we inserted some nulls are there. Yes. What is the nulls? X, Y, Z, A. So these are what now? Some nulls information is there. Suppose if I delete it, carefully observe. At the time of view creation, I have some null data. So null total salary 14,500 and department number 10, 20, 30. And this is null salaries. Okay. So now this is, it was showing in my view, but now we can see if I deleted here, delete from EMP where, so what is that? Ename in offer. So I'm using what now? X comma, Y comma, Z comma, A. So X comma, Z comma. Okay. Oh, sorry. These are what? String na. So Y comma, Z comma, A. Okay. So now I'm going to delete it here. The 4 rows are deleted now. So after deleted, let me see your table. Okay. Now this is again, I have a 14 rows. Okay. After that, you have to call your view because view already created on the table. Okay. EMP. And now I'm calling V7. See, the output will be modified here. Okay. Output will be C. Do you have a null information now? Have a null information? No. So only 10th department, 20, 30 will show it here. Okay. So that means whatever I did modification in this main table, that automatically change into your view result. That means it will be reflected. I said no, it will be reflected. Suppose you can see 10,010, okay, 10th department as of now, up to now, the 10th department total salary, how much here? 8750. Okay, suppose here one of the 10th department person, 1300 is there. Suppose if I was change updation here, automatically that updation will be reflected into my view also. Suppose here 8750, okay, total salary of 10th department. Now, one of the employee 10th department, I will increase 1000 rupees. If I increase 1000 rupees in my main table for the 10th department person, then here also data, sum of salary increase now? Yes or no? Yes. Let me see. Suppose you do update EMP set sal is equals to 1400, otherwise 2300. So 2300 where uh, EMP number, is equals to which person? This is 7934. So 7934. Okay. But 7934 employees belongs to which department? 10th department. Let you see. I am doing that means if you do any modification on the main table, automatically the corresponding view also affected. Let you see if I'm going to execute this one. One row is updated. After updated one row, let me come back and see your table and see here 1300 to 2300. That means how much increment I was given here? 1000. Let me call your view. Let me call your view. What happened? You can see. Yes, 9750. Understand now? So it was the reflections here. So this is what the complex view. But on this complex view V7, again, we cannot perform DML operations because if I do DML operations, okay, insert into view 7, sending values. Now tell me. Now, so department number, okay, I'm giving 40. What about total salary? Can you give it any total salary for this column? No, because the data is not there in the table. Then how we can send it here? Suppose if you send like 5,000 rupees, I'm sending now. Okay. So I'm inserting to V7. V7 is having how many columns? Department number and sum of sal. So department number 40, my wish, I try to insert it. And 5,000 salary. What happened? You can see if you inserted, will not. Virtual columns are not allowed. So yeah, this column is what now? Virtual columns. Okay. These columns are what now? Virtual columns. Why, sir, it is virtual? Because view 7 is not a physical table. It is a virtual table. Understand na? So yesterday example I said one throwing pen. Yes or no? So these columns are virtual columns. You cannot allowed insert operation on virtual columns because nothing was there. Virtual means what now? Nothing was there. Nothing was there. Then how can you insert your data? Okay, now. So that's why on complex views, again, what happened? DML operations are not allowed here. Okay. So this is one example by using of group by class as well as a aggregative function where it is. Okay. So now take this one. And in my material, clearly I was given, but just yeah, example to understand. Okay, right. So this is a simple and complex. But can you see guys here, the simple view and complex views, okay, in these examples, if you observe, we created these views based on some base table, okay, with the help of some base table or main table. So generally views are created with the help of base tables. Okay, so that's okay. So we created the simple view or complex view on particular table wise or table based we created. But sometimes without base tables also we can create a view. But if you created like this without base table, if you created a view, and how that view will be work, and that kind of views are called as what? Okay, let me see. So the next one is called as what now? Force views. Write down force view. So here the point is, okay, views are generally created, we said here. Okay, so generally views are created based on base table, based on base table. But force view created without the base table. Okay, now okay. Means that in real time applications, that means in real time, these force views are created, and these force views are called as a advanced views. We called what we called advanced views. That means in the future purpose, advancedly, the people created some views and keeping under databases. Okay, and later when the person is created base table, okay, through this or the corresponding force views, then automatically views are activated. Okay, for example, let me see one practically we will show you. But before that, so create your syntax. So create force view, and I want to say my view name, okay, as, and we need to write here select query. So the syntax simple difference is there. I'm using one keyword. The keyword is called what? Force keyword. Now, so let me see one example on this. Let me come back. Suppose, first of all, first I will show you my tables, whatever it was there in the tab list. Okay, let me see test table, EMP3, DEPT, EMP2, DEPT, number. Okay, your views are there. Okay, so these are my tables. But in this, can you see one of my table, test 99 table is there in this? Check out. Test 99. Items registered test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4, test 5, test 6, test 7, student, course, EMP, sal grade, DPT, items 2, items 1, test 12, test 13, test 14, sample, new DPT, specific, okay, specific EMP, so DPT, okay, so Chennai, Hyderabad. So these are the some views are there here. Test 10 is there again, and some views are there. Parent table is there, child table is there, DPT1, EMP1. So these are the tables, and the DPT2, EMP2, okay, these are all table, but tester 99 is not there. Suppose now I'm creating a view. Create force view, the view name FE1, force view 1 as select a star from tester 99. But test 99 base table is there in your database? No, we don't have it that. But still, without base table, I'm trying to creating what? View. Which type of view? Force view. So now I'm creating here, observe. So here I was showing some warning. And what is the warning here? View is created. That's okay. But having some compilation errors. So view is created. Okay. But having some compilation errors. Okay now. So now it means what, sir? Let me see. If I want to view this view, select a star from tab list. Can you see my FE1 view is created? Yes or no? FE1 view is created. Understand now? View is created, but having some compilation errors. That means what? Suppose view is created, okay. That view, whenever you can call or else access, select a star from FE1 and to execute this one, what it was happening, you can see showing error. What is error? View mydb 11 am dot FE1 as errors. So that means this view is activated or not activated here? Not activated. That means it is a deactivate position. I created my view, but the view which type? Deactivation. That means it's not working. It is not working. Okay, now. So it is not working. That means a view is created, but there is no user. Because the base table is not there. That means what do you understand? Without a base table, view can be created, but it doesn't work. But it doesn't work. So now this is what. So if you directly call this force view, FE1, it doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't show anything. But now see, this force view, are you created on which table name are you created? Test number 99 table. So that means in companies, what it was happened, the people will created advanced views. They created views with compilation errors only they created. But those views, the people created on which table name, in which table name, okay, on that name, if in the future, if you created any table, then automatically this view is activated. So present what it was happening in my database, the test number 99 was not there here, but still the view is created with some errors and it doesn't work. And when you try to access your view by using of select command, it was showing error. But this view is not working now. Okay. But if I want to activate this work, I want to activate this view, then what I want to create? I want to create a table. On which name? Test number 99 table only, because this view is created on which name? Test number 99. So when I'm creating again a table with the name of test number 99, then what it was happening, you can see, suppose serial number and name, and I'm passing here varchar of some size. Okay. And now I'm inserting some data into my test number 99, sending values 101 and some name is Smith. Okay, now fine. And after table created, let me call your FE1. Now tell me, is it working now? Yes, definitely it was working. Working now? Yes. So that means it's just a advanced purpose the people are created and they're keeping in the database, and later table is created, then automatically views are activated. For the time saving purpose, if in simply we can say. So now, okay, now it was going to be work. Then as usual, whatever you can do, if this view is working now in this view through, now he was sending FE1, send your values, okay, 102, the name is Jones, okay, now successfully working here. And now see, if you want to call your FE1, okay, the data showing, and can you see this data is successfully reaching into your test number 99? Yes, successfully reached to my test number 99. So this is what we call as a force views, but force views are very rare cases the people are using, okay, now in their projects, okay, but mostly simple and complex we are using, okay, now. So this is views, and these all views I already said to you how I can see. Yesterday was given select view name, which data dictionary, user underscore views. So if I want executed here, so view 1, view 2, view 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and FE1. So all views list, you can see it. And I said to you, again, if I want to see any one of the view text, text from user underscore views, and now tell me which view you want to see? View underscore name is equals to which view? If any one view, for example, view 5, I want to see the text information about a view 5. So now I'm sending your view 5 to executed. Yes. In this view 5, you return, what is this? The statement, whatever you written under view 5, whatever the query you saved under view 5, the query, I can see it like this. Okay, now? So this is what now the user underscore views data dictionary through how many views are you created in the database, and any one particular view text information also, you can see it like this. Clear now? Right. So this is what. And finally, if you want to drop this view, you can drop view 1. I can drop it view 1, even though the force view FE1 also you can drop like this. Okay. And let you see these two views are dropping or not. Let you see. See, view 1 is drop and FE1 is also drop. Clear now? So this is what we called as a force view, and how the force view can be created. Write down below example. Okay, right. So here below, write down some note point. To activate a force view, FV1, then we should create a base table, with the name of test 99. Okay, now now go for testing here. So now create your table with some name test 99. Okay, so pass some serial number, some name here, Waka 2 of some 10. Okay, then after that, you just go to call your FV1. Okay, then what you say, it was working now. Okay, right. So these are what now? Views and simple, complex, and force. Okay. And the next one more view is there that is called as a materialized view. The next one you can take it. Materialized views. Okay, right. So what is materialized view? So you're observed. Materialized view is also just like a views. As of now, whatever the views we discuss here, it is also just like a views. But the difference is what now we can see. Some differences are there in between these two. So what I want to say here, write down, uh, it is created, okay, or else it is also, created based on, okay, based on a base table, based on a base table, just like, okay, just like views, just like views. So this is a materialized view also created based on view or base table only, because without base table and materialized views also we cannot create them. Okay, now so just like a view, how the views are created based on a base table, particular base tables wise we created, materialized view also same like that. But the difference is what, sir? Okay, but what is the differences here? Observe your view and I'm saying here M view. M view means materialized view. Shortcut I'm writing. Okay, now right. So now we can see. So view, what we said guys here, view is okay. It doesn't store the data. Yes or no? Okay, it doesn't store the data. It doesn't store data or information. Store data or information. So view doesn't store the data. Okay, because it is a virtual. Because it is a virtual. Okay. But materialized view, okay, will store the data. It's a very important point. It was storing the data. Okay. So the first difference in between view and materialized view. So materialized views are compulsory data will be stored like a table, like a physical object in our database. But view is not like that. Understand? Na? Right. The next point. Views, how it was working means once we drop a base table, okay, once we drop a base table, then views are not working. Then views are not working. So once you drop your base table, so that means on which table are you created your view? So that base table, if I drop from my database, then automatically view is not working. View is not dropped. View will be there, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So that is what we called a force view. Yes or no? It doesn't work. But here, okay, but here, my materialized view not like that. If you, even though, if you drop your base table, but still materialized view is working. Still the materialized view is working. Okay, data storing, and it is also working even though your materialized view base table is not there, but even though materialized views are working here. So that is most important. And now, here the point is, why sir, once we drop your base table, then views are not working. It means that because views are called as a dependency objects. It's called as a dependent. It called as a dependent. Okay, but materialized views are called as what now? Independent. dependent, or this is called a independent. This is called as a independent. So these are independent objects, and these are what we called a dependent objects. That's why where it was depend here on base table. So once base table is dropped, automatically view is not work because it is a dependency objects. But materialized view is called as a working, even though if you drop your base table, because of reason it is independent. That means the point is very important. At the time of materialized view creation, at the time of creation, it should require some base table. It should require a support from base table. But once your materialized view is created, then it was working as a independent object. That means later it doesn't depend on base table. If base table there or not there, none of the matter. If it is there, nothing problem. If it is not there, even though nothing problem, your materialized view will be working. Okay, because of reason at the time of creation, it need support of base table. But once it's successfully created, then it will be working like a independent object. Okay, now, so that is the reason. So now, and the next one is the next point. Views allowed. Okay, simple views are allowed DML operations. Okay, but come to your M view, that means material view, not allowed. So it is not allowed your DML operations. It is not allowed your DML operations. So that means it is not allowed DML operations means it is using for just for storing purpose. Just for storing data purpose, but not doing any operations. Okay, so these are the differences of view and materialized views. Okay, let me see one practical example. I will show you each and every point, but before that you have to take a syntax here. So create materialized view name as which query? Select a query. Okay, right. So let me see one example on this, the materialized view. Come back here. Observe. First of all, I'm creating one table, create table, the table number test 100. So serial number, some name. Okay, as a normal table I'm creating, just mechanism understanding purpose. So create table, one physical object I'm creating with some columns here. Okay, fine, my table successfully created. After created on this table, immediately I'm creating view, the view number 100 as select star from test number 100. So view is created successfully. Okay, on which table? Test 100. Test 100 table is there now? Yes. So view is created normally. Okay, fine. Immediately I'm creating what now? What is this? Materialized view. So materialized view MV100, okay, as select star from test number 100. Okay, now so on my test 100 main table, I'm creating one view 100. And on the same table, I'm creating what now? Materialized view MV 100. But now let me see, I'm going to execute this one. But creating materialized view permissions, this user is having? No. MyDB 11am user is having this permission? No. So what it was showing? Insufficient privileges. Okay. So then I have to take permissions now. From whom? Admin. Who is my admin? System. Now we can say, what is that? Grant, create, what is that? Materialized view. Okay, now? To whom? To MyDB 11am user. Grant succeeded. After that, the MyDB 11am user is connecting now again. Yes or no? Connected. And whatever the previously I tried here, so the same thing I'm going to execute this one. Now what's happened? The materialized view is successfully created. Okay, right. After created, let me call it select a star from test number 100. There is no rows. Select a star from view 100. There is no rows. Select a star from, okay, select a star from, what is that? MV 100. All are showing empties because of reason your main table is not having any data. Okay, now, so that's why all are empty showing us. Now careful observe. Now at this point of time, I'm going to insert into what is my base table? Test 100 and passing here 1 comma, suppose some name is Alan. I'm passing. So now careful observe. This data I'm inserting into directly my main table test 100. Then what it was happening, you can see. If I did this and after that, you have to call your main table test 100. Yes, data is there. Just now I inserted. And immediately the corresponding view you can call select a star from V100. It is also showing immediately reflected. Why, sir? Why view is immediately reflected? Because it is a virtual. Yes or no? It is a dependency object. Yes or no? We said or not just now? View is a dependency. So in your main table, what it was going to be happen, that was immediately affected in my view. Because view is a dependency. View is what? Dependency. Okay. And virtual. That's why whatever the physical object will affect, even the virtual is also affected immediately without having any question. Yes or no? But come to my materialized view, what happened? You can see MV100. Okay, so MV100, if I call, what it was showing, guys? No rows. Can I say this is independent now? Is it depend on your base table? Not at all. It's a independent object. Because if it is a dependency, then immediately reflect now. Yes or no? Yes, immediately reflect. But you are not reflected means what now? This is called a independent object. Independent object. Then what I want to do? Then how to see my data in my materialized view, sir? Whatever the data I'm inserting into main table, the data how I can view it in this materialized view means there are some refresh methods are there. Don't write. I will give that. Okay, concept understand first of all. What is that? Refreshing methods. Refreshing methods. First one we called as a on demand method. Okay, and this is even though we called as your default method. And the second one is called as a on commit method. Okay, how many refreshing methods? 2 refresh methods. Here refresh. Okay, so that means when you want to do or when you want to see your data in materialized view, okay, then compulsory that materialized view should be refresh now. So after every insertion, updation, deletion, if you refresh your materialized view, then only it will be showing your result. Otherwise, it doesn't show any result. Okay, let me see. Here two methods are there. One is the refreshing methods. First one is on demand. Second one is on commit. So on demand method, okay, this is called a default method. And when I'm using on demand means as your demand and as your requirement, you can go. So now this is compulsory. We should use the syntax is what now? Okay, execute dbms underscore mview dot refresh method. I'm using in this refresh method. I'm giving my materialized view name. I'm going to pass here. So here, what is execute, sir? And what is dbms underscore mview? So basically, dbms underscore mview is called as a stored procedure. It's called as what now? Stored procedure. So in the future, in PLSQL language, we are learning. So dbms underscore mview is called a one predefined stored procedure. And this stored procedure, if you want to execute or call, then I'm using which statement? Execute command. And this execute command is one of the command of PLSQL language. Okay. And the dbms underscore mview is called as what now? Predefined stored procedure. So stored procedure is also one of the object of your PLSQL language. So the next, after few days, we are entering into this concept that you can understand. Okay, now. So execute my procedure. In this procedure is having one method. Which method? Refresh method. Here I'm saying dot. Okay, procedure dot. Which method? Refresh. So the method, okay, in this method, I need to pass some argument. The argument is what now? Materialized view name. Okay, so by using of this on-demand syntax, I can refresh my materialized view, then I can see my data. So let you see, I'm executing now. Execute dbms underscore mview dot, what is that? Refresh of, what is your materialized view name? MV100. Okay, now careful observe. I'm executing here. So I'm executing, then it was clearly showing us, what is this? PLSQL procedure. I said now, this is what? Procedure. So this procedure successfully completed. And this procedure belongs to which language I said? PLSQL. Okay, so that's why it was showing PLSQL procedure successfully complete. Okay, after refreshing my materialized view, then you can call select star from MV number 100. Now you can see data showing or not? Data showing? Yes or no? Yes. So it was showing. But before refresh, it doesn't show it. After refresh, it's showing us. Now see, one more time. Suppose I'm inserting here, insert into test number 100, and I'm sending values. Okay. Now 2, comma, Scott. I'm giving now. So now I'm inserting into my physical object test number 100. Then after that, you have to check out the select star from test number 100. Okay, now you can see data is successfully there here, and that corresponding dependency view is there, view 100. It is also immediately affected here, but now you can call your materialized view. So MV100, then see, it doesn't show it. Second record showing here? No. So if I want to see my second record, what I want to do? I want to go to refresh. So now I'm refreshing here. So what is my refresh method? Execute dbms underscore refresh method. So my refresh is over, and later you can see your data will be come to you. Okay, now this is what? Like updation, like deletion also. If even though deletion also you can see. Delete from test number 100. So where, suppose I can say serial number is equals to 1. So I'm deleting data from main table. Okay. Then later, if you see, okay, select a star from test number 100. So data successfully deleted. And the dependency object view 100 is also immediately affected. But can I see here my materialized view 100 data not deleted? So now this data, if I want to delete, again, what I want to do? Refresh again. So now I'm going to do refresh again. Okay. So, and let me call. So now refresh it. Okay, now? Right. And after that, one more point here, observe. This is a point we discussed about. Okay. So dependency, independent. And DML operation view is allowed, already we know, but materialized views are not allowed. Suppose you can see, suppose this is my materialized view, is having already one record. So directly I try this, insert into, okay, MV number 100, okay, and I'm sending values here. Suppose again, I'm sending 3 and the name is Alan. So when I try this here, what happened? You can see data manipulation operation not legally on this view, and MV100 is not allowed your DML operations. Okay, now, but view is allowed now. Yes or no? Yesterday I show you some examples. Yes. Okay. So now this is what fine. And now next one is observed. What the next point we said here. So once we drop a base table, then views are not working, but materialized view is working. So let you come back. Let me come back. Suppose I'm going to drop my table. Drop table test number 100. I'm using perg statement. Why I'm using perg? Permanently deletion purpose. So perg statement I use in my table permanently deleted. After deleted, let me call select a star from V100. So V100 is not working. V100 is not working. But when I come back to materialized view, can you see materialized view? MV100, it is working. So data stored now. Now tell me, materialized views are storing the data, yes or no? Yes. Views are storing the data? No. So that means this point is clear now. So view doesn't store the data, but materialized view storing the data. So view doesn't work once you drop base table, materialized view working. Okay. And one more very important, okay, the information is what now? Let you see. You will be find out. So if I call select a star from tab, okay now, let me see what it was happen. All the list will be displayed. In this list, carefully observe, my test number 100 table is not there, but view 100 is there. Yes or no? View 100 is there. And carefully observe, okay. So now, here observe guys. So view V100 is a type of which type? View type. It's a view object. But materialized view 100 is what? It's a table. See, materialized view is not a view. It is a table. Then you have a question. Then why this table we need to create, sir? Means this is called as a backup tables. This is called as a backup table. So on original table, if you created materialized view, then what it was happen? The original table, entire the data will be stored into another table. That another table is called as what now? Materialized views. In real time, materialized views are the people are using like a backup tables. Okay, that means one table information we can store into another table also. Okay, and now see, here observe. So materialized view, what it was showing here, this is a table. Table is called a independent object. You always remember, a table is always independent. It doesn't depend on any others. So that is the reason here, the point I said, materialized view, why sir it is called a independent? Now you understand now? Now are you understand or not? Yes, it's a separate table. But at the creating level, we require some base table support. But after creation, it is also working like a table. It's the one separate table and having physical existence, having storage data, occupied some memory, everything will be there here. But view doesn't occupy, doesn't store, doesn't physical existence. Okay, now? So that is what we called. Okay. This is the view, how it was, materialized view, how it was working. In which command I said here, on demand method I'm using. But one more method is there. That's what? On commit also there. This is one more type of refresh method. So this method, what it will do, observe. When I'm using this method, at the time of materialized view, you need to create like this. So create materialized view, and here I want to send my view name, and here refresh. Okay, refresh on commit. Refresh on commit as, now which query I want to send here? Select query. Let you observe, first of all observe. Okay. This is on commit statement. So when I'm creating a materialized view, at the time of materialized view, when you apply this refresh on commit method, and you can write your query. At this moment, when I'm using this on commit, what it was happen, you can see. For example, let me come back. So again, I'm creating one table, the test number, for example, 200. Serial number, some name I'm taking here, varchar2 of some size. So table successfully created, right? On this table, now I'm creating, okay, a normal view 200 as select star from, what is that? Test number 200. Okay, let me try. I'm creating what next? Materialized view. Materialized view MV200. What I want to use here? Refresh on, what is that? Commit. Okay, refresh on commit, and later I'm using as, and my query select a star from test number 200. So carefully observe. So at the time of my materialized view, I'm passing what now? Refresh on commit statement I'm passing. Then what it was happen, you can see, and this materialized view I'm creating with the help of test number 200. Let me see what it was happen to executing this one. It was showing some error. What is error? Cannot set on commit refresh attribute for the materialized view. So why, sir? Why we cannot set this on commit to my materialized view means whenever you want to use the refresh on commit method to my materialized view, compulsory this materialized view on which table are you created, the table should have a primary key constant. The table should have a primary key constant. But tell me guys here, the test number 200, whatever I was created here, this table is having any primary key? No. So now let me see. So first we are adding primary key. Alter table test number 200. How to add? Add constant. Constant key name. Suppose PK underscore serial number. Next what? Primary key. On which any one column serial number if I'm going to add. So primary key successfully be added to your test number 200 on which column? Any one column. But the table is having primary key or not? Having now? Yes or no? Yes, having here. After having this, now let me see. I'm going to creating the same materialized view. Okay. So yes, and I will use here refresh on, what is this? Commit, and as, okay, select star from, what is the table? Test number 200 to execute. Materialized views are created. So here the point is what now? When we applied your refresh on commit method to my materialized view, compulsory that materialized view on which table are you created, the table should have a primary key. Understand now? This is very important for your interviews. So now primary key I was successfully added, and after same syntax I applied, and materialized views are successfully created. Okay now? Right. Now later you can see now, select a star from my table test number 200. Okay, data is not there, and test number view 200, data is not there, and next one is what? Test number MV 200, data is not showing. Now let me see, I'm inserting now. Insert into test number 200 and sending some values. Okay, serial number 101. Then name is, for example, X I was given. Now I inserted here. After inserted, this will be C. Yes, table is showing the data. View is showing the data. But what? Materialized view showing or not showing here? Not showing your data. Okay, but why it is not showing means we need to do refresh now. But how to refresh here means a refresh purpose. I don't want to use execute dbms underscore. I can use what? Simply commit. This statement I'm using commit. Why I'm using commit means on this MV200, I'm already applied what? On commit I was applied. So on commit, refresh on commit. That means when you do commit, then automatically refresh. Now you can see, now I'm going to commit here and now execute. The commit is completed successful, and let me come back and call your materialized view MV 200 and to execute now. Oh, sorry guys. What is that? Select a star from MV 200 if I executed data showing us. So commit advantage is what, sir? Okay, so commit advantages means, for example, if are you inserting here one more record into test 200 to insert your data, suppose 1 or 2, the name is what now? Y. If I inserted, right? After inserted, immediately what I am doing here? Commit. Immediately if you do commit after operation, then what it was happen, you can see your test number 200 will showing the data, and always the materialized view also. Okay, view 200 is also showing us data, and some materialized view also. Okay, so now I can see MV 200. Now you can see because already you're committed. Already committed means this data already refreshed in where? In materialized view. So you can see 102Y is got it. Again, we don't need to any commit because already we committed at the time of, okay, after insertion, immediately we committed. That's why data also immediately refreshing into your materialized views. Okay, now, so this is what now on commit statement here. So on commit, on demand. These are the two methods, any one method you can use. Okay, for refreshing your data in your materialized view. Clear all of you now? Yes. So this is, but the main purpose of this materialized view using for what purpose? Storage of your data purpose. Okay. So once you created the materialized view on any base table based on some particular query, then the data successfully saved here. And this saving data I can use into later. I can see my data, whatever it was there in the backup. Okay. So that is the advantage of what materialized views the people are created. Okay, right. But these materialized views, whenever I want to see it here, how I can see means there is one data dictionary is there. So the data dictionary is called as a desk underscore mviews materialized views, mviews. So mviews, if you apply, there are so many columns are there here, user underscore mviews. In this, one of the name is what now? Materialized view name. That's called mview name. And now finally, you just come back and call select mview name from user underscore okay m views. Okay, now we can see how many views I created. Materialized views 2, mv 100 and mv 200. Suppose if I want to drop this materialized view mv 100. Okay, if you want to drop, then you can use which keyword? Materialized keyword. Okay, so drop materialized view name. Okay, so now I'm executing here. So materialized view successfully we drop. If you come back and see, there is only one materialized view is that. Okay, now, so these are what we called as, guys, here the view concepts. Okay, so what is view and what is materialized views? So here 4 different types. Simple view, complex, force, materialized view. Okay, in this only materialized view will be save the data, remaining all are virtuals. Okay, right. So this is the concept of your views. So this material also I'm sharing to you guys here. Are you doing practice or not yet? Doing, huh? Okay, right. So now I send it the training notes, and guys here, offline students, offline students, take this Zoom ID. All of you take this Zoom ID and password. Taken a? Okay, the main notes is also I shared to you. Okay, na? So views and materialize you PDF. Okay, PDF format. Main notes also I shared to you. Okay, guys, right. So up to now, complete notes you have it. Right now? Okay. And now, so I was given this Zoom ID and password to you. Uh-huh. So you people have a why. Huh? The tomorrow I will tell you. So why I was given this ID and password to you. Okay, na? So tomorrow, the reason I will tell you tomorrow, and tomorrow as usual class is there. Don't forget it. Okay, right, guys. I stop it here. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we will see tomorrow. స్వేచ్ఛ 5 to 10 స్వేచ్ఛ చేసిన తర్వాత లాగిన్ అయితే మీకు అక్కడ సర్వీసెస్ చూసావా సిస్టమ్ కరెక్టెడ్ అయితే సిస్టమ్ కరెక్టెడ్ లెఫ్ట్ ది యూజ్ ఆఫ్ ద ప్రైస్ వేరే యూజర్స్ ఇది డేటా సరిపోతుంది అవుతుందా మళ్ళీ రిజిస్టర్ చేసుకోండి